where do you guys think the music's at now, man? Because it just seems like anybody can drop shit and go viral.
I personally think the music right now is amazing.
Really?
There's a lot of amazing artists out there doing crazy things. I love when people. I love the futureness of the music where it's going. Like me personally, I love autotune. Like I know a lot of people.
I mean, I'm a fan of that. I like auto. I'm not hating, but there's some things.
I mean, there's people that don't. There's people that don't know how to use it, right?
Yeah.
But there's people that know how to use it, like Don Toliver, Travis Scott, Young Thug. Like these people, autotune is a art in itself. And there's some people that know how to use it, and there's some people that don't know how to use it.
Kanye, man.
Kanye,
king of it, bro.
That's like.
Yep.
You know what? Let's just keep going.
Why? You want to? Let's talk about it, man.
It's just hard to be a Kanye fan right now.
Right now, it is. I mean, I'm rocking Yeezys, and it's like, it is hard.
It's hard because he made everything so great, but he says so much shit.
Yeah.
Know? But
you don't think people can come back from it? I mean, how was your guys' drive though coming out? I mean,
it's pretty cool. It's not too bad.
Traffic.
Yeah.
99. You guys came down 99 or how?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hate the 99, man. Especially when it merges to like the 180 and all that. It's just, it's horrible, man.
That's where it had us fucked up. That's where on the way here.
Yeah, man.
I almost crashed like twice.
What?
People start braking hella fast.
I hate that, man. Just crappy drivers here in the Central Valley, man. But no.
It's not too bad. We drive to like Sacramento and San Jose a lot, like for shows or events. So.
Yeah, how's that? You know, you guys go like a day ahead or day up?
No, we go day up.
Damn, yeah. So you guys just roll right into it, huh?
Yeah, usually gets off of work, and then I just pick them up and we go.
All right, what do you do? What do you do for work?
I work with chemicals and shit, like agriculture.
Okay, so you're familiar. What about you? What do you do, man?
I just work on my beats right now.
Okay.
Just music production.
That, man.
Before that, I was HVAC.
Okay. HVAC though. I mean, too much work, huh? It's like
took a lot of time away from the music.
It did. I bet, man. How old are you?
I'm 21.
And you're
22.
Dang, y'all half my age, son. I'm 41, bro. I'm an old head. You know, but no, I mean, the Slowburn crew, man. We have you guys here on the pod, chilling, man. Definitely, I'm glad that we connected because we connected. You know, when I had Micah on my podcast and, y'all followed you guys back. And I've been supporting your guys' work and your music's dope. We were talking earlier, and it's like you guys have old school vibes, man, for being so young, man. And, let's kind of get into who you guys are and what you guys, where you're at right now. And let's get into your guys' craft and what you guys do.
Okay.
So, tell me who you are, man. What you guys...
I go by No Shortage.
Okay.
That's my artist name.
Yeah.
For a long time, I was producing for us. So, and I just recently started doing the vocal side rapping.
Okay.
Like 6 months ago, maybe. Like a year? Probably a year now. Probably a year.
It's a year for sure.
It's a year in now. Because a few takes back, we're pretty consistent with our tapes,
Yeah.
But a few takes back, we dropped a pretty big project we were working on for like 9 months. It's called Hollywood's Burning. And at that point, that project was like the pinnacle of what the sound we were looking for. And that was I think that's the beginning of like this new era that we're in right now, where we're currently growing and stuff. But yeah.
Dude, what's the take on that? Like you guys like a new era, new growth. It's like, what's the feedback?
The feedback's amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like last year, you know Dubtown Rob, right?
Yeah.
He hosted No Filter.
Okay.
The No Filter Music Fest. And he asked us to headline that one. And that would be our third show ever.
Third show ever,
Third show ever. And we're like, okay. So we did it.
Dang.
And we killed that shit. And then right after that, what was the show after that one?
We did a little performance, like maybe like 2 performances. There wasn't big shows, but there's still little things that we did for general clout in that area, building up our and still getting some practice in.
And you guys are from Merced.
We're from Atwater.
Atwater. Oh, dang, that's a cut. That's a mission, boy. Yeah. Man, y'all, it's an honor to have you guys out here.
It's an honor to be here. This is like
from
seeing from what's on the internet and then actually being here and whatnot. Like we were just watching the one where y'all were talking about this one right now.
That's my boy Roski. Yeah, man. Shout out. I mean, tell us who you are, man. I know you're working right now, but to get to know you.
Yeah. I go by Chuta.
Chuta?
Yeah, Chuta. Chuta.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, I've been on this journey with him ever since we started.
Y'all grew up together?
Yeah, it's my cousins.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Family business, man. Y'all just know.
Yeah.
So how long you guys know, like you guys music, and you knew that this was it?
Like when we started creating, we started creating when we were 14.
Okay.
14. I was a freshman. He was a sophomore in high school. We went to the same high school and shit.
Okay.
And after school, my parents were working, so I'd go to his apartment.
Yeah.
And we just go over there. And he's the one that put me onto hip hop for real. Like the 90s shit. Because he was really on that. Like P-Rock and Seal Smooth, Tribe Called Quest, you know what I'm saying? The Far Side. He put me onto all that. And I was like, yo, this is amazing.
That's a trip that y'all say that, man. I'm y'all 20s. I'm like hella 40, bro. It's a trip. I know I don't act like I get a lot of people telling me you don't look 40.
Yeah.
But it's a trip to see. Because again, your vibes because last night went to the gym and I put your guys' music on, man, and just it's a chill vibe, I find myself, and it clearly makes sense, it's like, probably that's where your like influence and your creativity comes from too, man. And it's like, again, having like you guys being cousins and family, and again, I want to get back to you really where you're at as far as you were dropping beats, making beats, what got you into making beats and then realizing I have a talent to just, get on like on the vocal side of it.
Well, what got me into making beats was listening to P-Rock and Seal Smooth. He put me on the Reminisce Over You one.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was just crazy. And it blew my mind. I was like, how do they make this? Like, what's going on? Like with the samples and the drum breaks. So I started doing my research and shit. And started learning about drum machines and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
So I bought a MIDI controller, like $100 MIDI controller. It was like a 6-pad one.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know what I bought, but I was like, this looks like what they use. So I bought that.
Yo, it's close enough.
Yeah, so I bought that shit, and then I got it. I was like, all right, now what? I plugged it into my computer. I was like, all right, there's no like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
And it came with Ableton. You know what Ableton is?
I heard of it.
It's a recording program. It came with the light version, which is basically the trial version, but you never run out of. You could use it forever if you wanted to. So I just learned. I was making beats every day.
You just hooked, huh?
Yeah, every day I was learning. I was like, how do I get my sound to sound like them? So it was a lot of years of copying, all right, the basics, getting that down. And it came with light. And then as soon as I made a beat, I went to him and I was like, you gonna rap on this or what?
And you were doing this before?
So I never wanted to rap or nothing like that. I didn't want to do none of that.
Why?
I just made poems. I was like,
so you're like what do you call those?
I was just writing. I was just a writer. I wasn't no rapper or nothing like that. Even back in the day, my pops would be like, he just start beatboxing, he'd be like, buzz a little freestyle, trying to like get me to do it. And I'm like, I don't want to rap, what the fuck? And,
yeah, I'm about that Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, no, it was some real.
It's some my
real,
heart.
For real. It was on some shit like that, like on some poetry, in English literature.
Yeah,
and like I remember showing him one, and like it was just that, and he's just like, you should rap, and I was like, all right.
Damn. Okay, that kind of reminds me of like, dude, everybody on TikTok, man. There's one dude opened up a Dr. Seuss book. Put a beat and he's like, man, Dr. Seuss got bars, man. It's just really he was like really dropping each verse in that book, put that beat, and it sounded dope. And that reminded me of you for some reason, But I mean, I was listening to your guys' track right now, or not track. I mean, it's funny because you said tape earlier. I was like, man, you 22 years old, bro, or 20 years old. You don't know nothing about tape.
That's the lingo.
Back in my day,
we just call it that.
Yeah, back in my day, bro, we were. Like, I would record tape to tape to like, if I like Key Sweat was a dope song, if I want that thing on repeat, I'd have to hit record or hit record over here. When it stops, pause it, rewind it over here, play it, and it's like, one of the songs I've been vibing off, because again, it has like real old school vibe. And it's like 3 years ago, The Epidemics.
Oh, yeah.
Cloudy
crazy.
Mirrors.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was before the rebrand.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That is when we started rapping, when this whole interaction happened, when he had his first beats and whatnot, and I was like, showed him the poems, and he's like, rap. And I was like, okay. That's when we were like, okay, what are we going to call ourselves? We ended up asking 3 more people to join us on this journey.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some people aren't really in it as much as they say they are. And,
the hype.
we can't rely on other people. We can't wait on people to, when we're putting in the work ourselves, so we ended up just dropping the whole thing. Epidemics was scrapped, and we went in a new direction.
That's cool. So that's not because of that, but I think Slowburn, let's kind of get into your guys' vibe, your style now, because again, I've been vibing you guys the past couple weeks since we've set this up, where do you guys find the inspo? Because you guys see a lot of old school, a lot of good stuff, just back in the day things, in comparison to the music now, what inspires you all the more to keep you updated and really setting trends?
Like in terms of creating new music?
Creating, poetry and
well, for me, sonically, like I fell in love. My introduction to hip hop was obviously like the Far Side, Tribe Called Quest, and them.
Yeah.
And then I found Jay Dilla, Madlib, all those producers. But then to me, all that was new, right? To me, all that was groundbreaking. To me, I was like, yo, what the hell? But then I started finding newer people, maybe like late sophomore year of high school, like the J. Cole's and stuff.
Yeah.
And I heard how they revamped that 90s style or that like late 90s style into more modern. I was like, oh, that's crazy how they took the same flavors, but it's like a different color, their music. So, and then I started getting into the Travis Scotts and the Young Thugs and stuff. Like later on, I'm talking like senior year, I barely started appreciating their music. And I think our music is a culmination of those influences with the cutting edge new influences put together.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
When he started making his beats and he's like, you said you didn't rap, you didn't want to, your dad's like making you do this freestyle. When did you say, this is it? It's like, we're going to do this.
When it was Slowburn Crew, because even throughout the whole epidemics, I was always second guessing everything. And it's always a funny thing when he brings it up that, like there's at one point where I was just like, all right, let's take it serious.
Yeah, and I was like, I've been taking it serious.
You're like, wait, I thought we were like,
we were already doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dude, and so what? And again, you really didn't want to do this.
Because like,
why?
I love rap music. I never seen myself as a rapper. I just seen myself as a student of it. Like, not even a student because I wasn't gonna be a rapper. So I really was just some hip hop head. Like my cousin, my other cousin Mac G. Both
Shout
of our
out
cousins.
Mac G.
Yeah,
Mac G. We work with him now too. He put me on to all these '90s artists and like when our old school West Coast G Funk, and I just fell in love with finding more and more. And I never even found, like, it never came across my mind to be like I should be a rapper.
What'd you think you want to do? Just write?
I was like, until I figured out that I could do this, I was always like, I'm gonna do what everyone else wants me to do and get a career and have a stable life.
So you think that was being put on you?
Yeah, definitely. My parents split up when I was middle school.
Okay.
So, when that happens, it's always like I'm the oldest. I have siblings. I'm also male, so it's like kind of like. And I know it's not her fault, but it's always like, okay, you're the man now. You have to take care of the house. It's your job to, you're gonna have to.
Dang, how old are you at this point?
I was like 13.
Dang, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
bro.
so with all that coming to me, I'm like, But as a kid, I didn't want to see my mama sad, and when I saw, I'm like, you know what, mama, I'm gonna do this shit for us.
Yeah.
So I hit the books hard. I was so into school, so like doing classes that I'm like, you had no business doing no pre-AP classes in freshman year,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you should have just been chilling.
Yeah.
But, I thought that's what I had to do.
Damn. And so again, obviously hip hop or, being an artist, a rap artist, it's like that's way back. That's not even a thought,
No.
So when you guys collab, what was the first collab? Like you said, you made your beat, check this out. What was that like?
I don't know. It was probably a bad song, but it was just a lot of, because I was into, obviously, like, I guess I don't know how to describe it. Like, I guess Mexican household. It's like,
no, yeah, it's very, like, you get to work.
All right. We came from Mexico. You're not going to be a rap artist. You better like do something with your life. So mutually, I was also going to school. Like I was trying hard. But I don't know, I just kept falling in love with creating and just creating in general. I love drawing, just any form of art. So in the beginning, it was just a lot of just random music. I was like, hey, come over, let's make some shit. Come over, let's make some shit.
Yeah.
But I was always, like right after school, right after I had to do what I had to do, I was always creating. And it was a lot of just collaborating and like how you said earlier, for me, I was always really in my head. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this no matter what. I might have to like do something like
Mickey D's, huh?
Yeah, and I did.
Yeah,
I did for a long time.
And right now you said you stopped HVAC, you stopped doing all that, and you're on that hustle, man. You're trying to get that. Yeah. I respect that. You know, because I do come from that genre. My dad's a hardcore working, rocking, Oaxacan boy, you know, straight up Mexican. Even now, boy, 65, 67 years old, still construction. And I got kicked out of high school and I went straight to work. And he's like, you're going to work with me, you know? So me and my brother worked, you know? So if you don't have a hammer in your hand or you're not out there tying vines, you know, slamming stakes, you know, and it's like, you're not working, you know, this stuff. Cause like you, I was an artist. I drew hella good, man. And I lost it all. So I told my dad, look, show my pops. I was like, look, he's like, you're not going to ever get paid for that. You know, so you're not going to do. So I stopped. I believed him. Yeah. Right. You know, and so, but my daughter right here, she's an artist. And I'm like, look, we're going to hook you up. Cause today's culture, you know, social media, the way you go viral, the way people get deals, it's like, if you're not putting out like content and work, stuff like this, you're missing out. You know, it's like right now I'm getting paid and we're getting paid and I'm not lifting one hammer. I'm not flipping one burger. I'm not using one shovel. And it's a different time we live in. And my dad still can't, you know, he can't still understand it. He can't comprehend. Her parents can't comprehend, you know? So like when you guys finally decided to dive into this, you know, cause like you said, you're the man of the house. You got to get, you know, you're Hispanic. You know, we're Mexican. That Mexican culture works. You know, what was the kickback when you guys started all this? Was there? I mean, did they say now, or even now, did they support you, your family?
It took them a while, but I'd say they're pretty supportive. At this very moment right now, I'd say they're pretty supportive. They all came out to one of our shows one time. Yeah, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yeah. It's like, you know, performing is dope and all, but like you perform and like you see your grandma right there and whatnot.
She hypey, huh? She
just I don't know. She had a mask on, so I don't know. You know, she's hella like, I don't want these sick motherfuckers on me.
Yeah. Who you smoking that dope?
I think that's why she wore it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know, it's beautiful that to the point to where it's come now. It wasn't always like that in the beginning.
Yeah. Now, what are their thoughts on bitches and fucking and weed and you know,
you know, like, for a lot of it, they didn't really care what I was doing as long as I was working. You know, they're like, as long as you're going to work, we don't care what you do with your free time. Yeah. And then I told them I'm going to quit my work because HVAC, that's like you're done. Like that's your career, right? Like you choose HVAC, money. And like you're good. Like you basically made it. Like you just keep working that till you're done.
You die.
And then I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Hell no. And it took a lot because I was going in as an apprentice and stuff. So I had a lot to learn. So it took away time from that thinking. But when I told them that, I think over time, they realized that, okay, it's not a phase, you know, yeah. He actually takes it serious. Yeah. And it's not like I'm making no money from it. That's, you know what I mean?
So you sell beats too?
Yeah, I sell beats.
Damn. Hell yeah, man. You know, so I mean, again, let's get into like Slowburn, because like you said, it's not just more than just, you know, Slowburn. And what inspired that whole name, man, the whole thing of it?
You know, of course, you know, smoking weed and whatnot. It's like
you don't smoke weed, do you? Because you haven't hit one yet. I mean, you just
I do, but I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't. Backward. You know, yeah. There you go. Go ahead. Sorry, man. Slowburn crew.
Weed was really just the thing, because it was always a theme in our music from the beginning. Yeah. Yeah. Like we always just wanted to make that shit that you could just play and just
get lost in the universe, you know what I mean?
Damn. Wow. I feel like their music is getting me high, even higher than this blunt is, you know?
Man, so are you guys into all the universe mindset, third eye,
like energies and shit?
If we told you that, would you feel different about us?
No, I mean I'm curious.
No, we are. Yeah.
You are?
I am. I can't speak for him.
I believe in energies and and vibes and just
maybe explain that to me, because I mean I'm privy to it, but I'm not fully.
I'm not really into it, like with the stones and everything. Yeah. But I do believe in energies and what people give off, you know, and energies and colors, that how they make you feel. You know what I mean?
And again, then that's pretty much what inspired the crew, the name, you know, your brand, your style of music, and how you guys are inspired, right?
Well,
pretty much.
Yeah, because even our logo, this is Spliffy. Can y'all get on the camera?
Yeah, get on, zoom in on that right there. Look at that.
That's Spliffy. This is just a character I drew, and that's the third eye. and he's just smoking a joint. You know what I'm saying? But basically, so because we were epidemics for years, maybe like 5 years. 5 years we were epidemics, and we were making a lot of music under that name, but we weren't going anywhere. But as soon as we felt like, okay, our sound is getting better, we feel like we outgrew the name. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Like the name wasn't matching the music we were creating. Like the name, the Epidemics feels like dark, kind of like edgy. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not really the vibe we're going for. We want something more open. How do you say, like welcoming? Yeah, like, you just come chill and shit. So I drew a lot, and I would always like draw cigarettes or joints on I draw people, and I would always put Slowburn on it. And for like months, we're like, what's our name gonna be? And I was just looking at my drawings, and I was like, oh, Slowburn. And I just put crew in the back. That's what's up, man. And I texted him it, and he's like, it was right in front of us.
That's cool. Now, have you guys made like that, like a brand LLC? Have you guys locked that in yet?
Not yet.
You guys should, man.
Yeah.
You guys can definitely. This is the old guy speaking here, you know, but y'all can lock down, you know, a business brand, and you guys can take because we had on a good friend of mine, buddy Jihab. I don't know if you guys heard of him. And this guy, he's a hip hop artist. This boy got some style too, man. But he made a brand out of his. Yeah. And definitely, you guys got to check that podcast out, because actually, I think it was just
what was it called?
Well, I haven't dropped it. Suppose we're in the future right now, but
okay.
It was before you guys, man. And this guy really made it a business.
Okay.
He has an LLC in it. The loans. He talked about bank loans, and he's making money off. You know, he's like making money off certain concerts or certain gigs, man, but it's like he's putting all the money up front.
Yeah.
You know, he says until he made it a business, LLC, file, and, you know, whatever you make, whatever you drive, you file in your taxes, and whatever you get paid in, and then you can put it in the bank and let it stack, open up the Slowburn business account. Then you can take out $100,000, $200,000 loan.
That's definitely the next level that we need to get to.
Y'all need to lock that name down. You know, I mean, that's next level.
It's on the list for sure. Yeah. Right now, like it's barely last year that we started breaking into this new level of.
So you're about a year into it, coming up.
Like we're 2 years at Slowburn Crew.
Okay.
2 years at Slowburn Crew. We like 7 years creating in general, but these last 6 months have been crazy for our growth. As far as like popularity, getting shows, meeting new people, new connections, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, because when I saw you guys at Micah's.
Performance?
That one too, but his
the
Christmas party.
Yeah.
You know, I saw you guys in the back. It was dope seeing you guys there, man. It's like local talent, you know, and it's like, how has been like the reaction, like friends, people receiving your new style and your vibe, man?
It's been great.
Yeah, I can't speak on like homies, because I don't really have homies aside from him. That's dope, and then the people that I work with, you know.
Yeah.
Like maybe. Homies back then, like they don't really listen to it. I have one homie that he still sends me like my YouTube links, and he's like, "This one's fire."
Yeah,
you know, like I don't talk to him like in the longest time, but he shows that love, you know. So shouts out to him. But everybody else, like strangers that I didn't know of, but like, you know, you kind of see people's faces and shit.
Yeah,
and for them to be like, "Yo, keep doing what you're fucking doing. Yeah, this shit's dope," you know, and it's been nothing less than that.
Yeah. So how many like gigs or concerts you guys been a part of, and you know, just collabs with people, you know, and how far did it extend?
6 or 7?
7.
It was 7 last year actually.
Yeah. Okay. And that's those last from No Filter to the end of the year, we're getting booked back to back.
Damn.
Yeah. And then we have one coming up February 4th? February 4th in Los Baños.
Okay. Yeah. So we're already past that. So how'd that go?
It went amazing. Thank you for coming out.
Amazing. People were like, "Yo, who are these guys?"
Yeah. You know, so I mean, let's get into now how you guys, because you guys are your self promoters, your own promoters, and the advent like social media, TikTok, all that, man. You have to constantly put out. You know, how difficult is it to be the artists, the performers, the creators, and now also your promoters?
Because for years I was always like researching, all right, how do we promote the best? And I think that's what hindered my personal growth, because I was forgetting about the creativity side. Yeah. And I found a stall in my growth as an artist. So lately, we don't even care about that. We just care about making really good content. And every time we make something really good and we put it out, it does well. We don't really care about the algorithms or like posting certain times. We just make something that's really good and always goes well.
Yeah.
And other than that, really what's been the key to our growth is being outside at like at other people's concerts and meeting them and meeting their fans. That's how we found the most growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, man? You guys are just, especially because you're an artist, rap artist. Do you put out your personal work? Do you still write just sidebar stuff? Just
nah. I'm just rapping, but I mean, like I have my hand in everything. Me and him both.
Yeah.
It was barely last year that we started like outsourcing to other people to come and like help us kind of get shit a little more rolling.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just been us dumping in like. I'll edit vlogs and he'll make sure our songs are mixed by the time they need to be mixed. And, we're always making sure we're on the same note when we come to record. And, we have a schedule. Like it does hinder a lot of like a lot of people want to link with us and whatnot. Might not think that we have like that respect for them or that we don't fuck with them to be linking with them like that. It's not that. It's just like we're literally treating it like a business. We're in our studio. We're in there. And before we even create or anything, like beginning of the week, beginning of the month, we write out a whole plan, for the next couple months, and we just ride that out. Once that finishes, we go on to the next.
Yeah.
We're just booked for the most part. We really want to make this shit happen, so we're always popping out. Like he said, we're always popping out to other people's shows. We're always doing our own shows. We're always having photo shoots, video shoots, and just other things that are gonna help put this out there for other people to see.
That's dope. I mean, because I'm looking at what you guys just recently released a video. Was it today or 10 hours ago, right?
That was today, yeah.
Float 2. I mean, let's get in that. I mean, I watched that a few times, man. It's dope. I mean, again, what inspired that? Because it's like, is that your guys' house or someone's house? Y'all just
That's the homie's house. Shout out Surgeon. Shout out Surgeon. Real dope ass artist out there.
Yeah.
But that's his house right
there. Very strong lyrically.
That's what's up.
Dope
man.
artist, yeah.
Explain that. What inspired Float 2?
The song was a song already made, but wasn't it didn't have his verse on it. And then we redid it. New beat and everything.
Yeah, how hard is that to like remake things, man?
It's not hard.
No?
No.
Don't you usually get like this old beat stuck in your head and you think you're finding yourself?
Yeah, but we always go into a new direction. Like I just came. I went to go do something. I came back and the beat was already there. It was already in motion.
Yeah. Damn. He left. I started the beat and then I had to use the restroom. And then he came in and by the time I got out of the restroom, the beat was done.
Oh shit.
And then I just wrote my verse and then he wrote, because we made that song like how he said originally. Years ago?
No, it was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, and people really liked that one. And then we performed it at No Filter, the original. And we're like, this is a dope like show song, but the beat lacked like bass. There wasn't a lot of movement in the song. So that's why we remade the beat. And I was rapping by then, so I put a verse on it.
Yeah, dude. Now, how hard is it for you to like, I mean, these are old guy dumb questions for me. I don't know about, music industry. I love it. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of you guys. Now, to be like, do you have your lyrics written out before the beat or the beat before it? Or how do you vibe that, man?
For me personally, it's always the beat.
Yeah.
I let the beat. I just hear the beat. And if I can find a pocket, then I just write.
Yeah.
Whatever happened. And if he has a hook, I go off the hook. But if not, I just write. Like if we do from scratch, we just start writing. And then like maybe an hour in, we'll be like, all right, what do you got? And then we recalibrate the direction. That's
what's up. What about you? Are you mainly freestyle too? Do you freestyle at all?
No, I freestyle every now and then, but I'm mainly writing.
Yeah.
I mean, it might look like freestyling because it be coming out fast.
It sounds like it,
It comes out fast, and when but just like him, you listen to the beat, let it speak to you, and I'm always like we're always there. Every song we make together is damn near a baby of its own creation, like from nothing. And he's there, he's making it, and by the time he has like 2 instruments in, I know that he's gonna add like 9 more, and I'm already got a direction of where to go.
And so, and again, if you already know and you lay it out, how long does it take you guys? What's the process, man? Like, what did it take to remix, drop, finalize, final cut, and music video? What's the
I'd say
process?
making the track. One good session, we'll probably finish it. Maybe 3 hours. We'll finish the song. If we have time to record, we'll record. But if not, maybe recording takes like an hour. If it's another day or that same day, it could be.
Yeah.
Mixing and mastering, that just depends on me, on how many songs I got to mix and master. Like if we have an EP coming out, I'll do the EP first before I do that song. It just depends on the order that we're trying to release. And that's just the order. So if we need it, I'll get it done in a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. And you guys are preparing for a big event. You guys, I mean, we have right here February 25th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Turlock.
Anybody got a lighter?
Bro, what do you mean? Are you like, you need a lighter?
That's the name of the event.
Okay, I'm like, what, you asking me? I can read that. Anybody got a lighter? I mean, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
You know, a slurp. Yeah, I mean, you said this is your first show you guys are hosting. Where is this going to be at?
It's going to be in Turlock.
Turlock, was this in Turlock?
It's in Turlock. It's a hidden location.
Oh, really?
It's like a
G14 classified type stuff.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Just know it's called the G Spot.
Okay. I'm about it, man. Yeah, DEM tickets. Okay. Now let's talk about this, man. What, because this is the first one. Is this obviously first of many? You know, what do you plan on doing? Are you gonna have other artists there? Or is it just gonna be you guys killing it?
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you guys expect on this turnout?
A good ass time, to be honest. I haven't been really thinking about like how many people are gonna show up or other discrepancies, because like I know there's gonna be a handful of people who are gonna show up regardless. You know, they're always gonna be there
support,
they always want to see the next performance. On top of that, as long as we keep promoting it, there's gonna be people who are intrigued, as well as the regular customers who are always going to that spot. And so I'm thinking it's gonna be a memory.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a memory to go down.
That's what's up, man. And what is your guys' goal, like 2023? Where do you want to be? How many shows you want to lock in? How many new EPs or new stuff you guys want to drop, man? Or is this something you guys don't think about?
No, we think about it.
Yeah.
Like usually we plan out our months. Like right now we're stopped till this. We're planned out till this show because this is kind of a big thing to organize. And after that, we'll sit back down. We'll keep going. But we have a loose outline of the projects we're working on. Like they're basically done. We just need to like, all right, this is the week. We're gonna finalize everything, record everything, mix everything.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for you guys. I mean, I love that you guys are just killing what you're doing, man. Again, your vibes have really, again, that was my workout list last night, man. It's just like a slow, chill vibe. You know, usually people want to get hyphy in a workout, man. They just want to just like get me. I was like, I need to chill. You know, I mean, let's kind of get into your guys' life story. How'd you guys work? Like, you guys grew up in Atwater, you know, what was kind of like your guys' inspo, man? Who was like, as kids, you know, like your pops, your mom, what's your guys' life experiences, man? You know, do you guys just sit down and talk about this stuff?
Like, do we usually sit down and talk about it? Not really.
No?
No.
You guys don't have time for that? You guys don't think about that?
No, we do. I think it's just more of a,
now?
It's not normal to like, all right,
you guys are young.
Reminisce about our life.
You guys are young.
Yeah, it's
This is the old guy again. This is Grandpa talking.
For the most part, like I was with him.
You got a little microphone.
Oh shit.
We all got him, man. Brian tripping.
For the most part, I was with him. Like we would hang out a lot as little kids, you know, like
hella. Like,
like
even when we were
like
little.
chiclets to each other, bro.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I mean, that because again, I can think about one of my cousins, man. My cousin Arcadio, man, we grew up, he was an East Side guy, man, you know, East Side Fresno, you know, all that. We grew up on the streets, did a lot of stupid stuff, man. My cousin, man, we were ride or die, man. And, you know, it's one of those things. You have family now, but everyone get it twisted. It's like, oh, he's a family dude. Nah, man, don't get it twisted, boy. I'll snap your neck. You know, it's like that old school guy's still in me, man. It's like, you know, in your guys' music, you hear a lot of like, you know, hip hop artists, you know, these guys, you know, reach from their past and their experience, reminiscing, you know, and you hear it in their music. Does that sometimes what inspires you guys to grow in that? Or do you guys not think about it? What was your guys' experiences growing up? You know, because I know you said you guys dealt with, you know, worked with divorce and you're the man of the house. I mean, that put a weight. I mean, even when you said that, I can tell, like, you like click, you're like, damn, I guess I'm the man of the house.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, do you guys use what you guys experience in your music also?
Yeah, yeah. It all led up to this point. I still think about it, but for the most part, like it's a lot of living in the moment now because I can't lie to you. I mean, he'll tell you too. Like thinking in the past is not. It's a common thing, you know, for us, both of us. Like it's always like think, you know, and it wasn't probably maybe till last year that we. I mean, I can't speak for him, but I'm speaking for myself. I started living in the moment more, and not really thinking about the past and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. How do you do that? You know, because again, young guy, man. A lot of people. And I'll tell you this in my experience, man, because your boy 41, you know, I was your age at one time, you know, and I'm not trying to preach at y'all, man. I'm not going to be like that. But, you know, living in the moment, you know, sometimes you get, I feel like, because in my experience, I've gotten lost in it. Yeah. You know, I think this is it, you know, and the repercussions of things. You know, how careful are you guys when you guys are out and about, you know, because you hear the stories, you hear, you know, it's like, man, the popularity, and, you know, if you're in relationships and it's like the heat of the moment, you know, you got a girl, but these other chicks are at you. You know, I mean, it comes with it. Yeah. You know, but how, you know, where are you guys at mentally, you know, and like you said, frequencies and energies. It's like, how careful are you guys?
This guy right here, I feel like he balances us out a lot, because if it were just me,
you seem crazy. You seem like
don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You seem down. I'll just say
like he really like I feel like he's guiding me. Like he's not gonna tell me what to do. No. But I know it's always in his best interest and whatnot. He's more level headed when it comes to like thinking right now. Like, well, what about this? You know, let's think about this. Let's be careful and whatnot. And if I didn't, he's like a good angel kind of shit. Like if I didn't have him, I'd just be out there doing what God knows what. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're like that. I mean, I'm just clowning a little, man.
Oh, no, I'm just playing.
I'm the old guy, man. I'll be like the older uncle or something, like old Theo or something like that.
Nothing is cool.
You know, but I mean, let's get into the kind of like the influences of culture now in like the music. Where do you guys think the music's at now, man? Because it just seems like anybody can drop shit and go viral.
I personally think the music right now is amazing.
Really?
There's a lot of amazing artists out there doing crazy things. I love when people... I love the futureness of the music where it's going. Like me personally, I love autotune. Like I know a lot of people.
I mean, I'm a fan of that. I like auto. I'm not hating, but there's some things. I mean, like,
there's people that don't. There's people that don't know how to use it, right?
Yeah.
But there's people that know how to use it, like Don Toliver, Travis Scott, Young Thug. Like these people, autotune is a art in itself. And there's some people that know how to use it, and there's some people that don't know how to use it.
Kanye, man.
Kanye,
king of it, bro.
That's like.
Yep.
You know what? Let's just keep going.
Why? You want to? Let's talk about it, man.
It's just hard to be a Kanye fan right now.
Right now it is. I mean, I'm rocking Yeezys, and it's like, it is hard.
It's hard because he made everything so great, but he says so much shit. You know? But
you don't think people can come back from it?
Definitely, but like,
I don't think he's going nowhere. If I'm being honest,
no, he's not.
He'll just drop a great album, and people will forget about it.
Dude, that's the society we live in now, man. You know, I mean, let's get into that shit, man. Because again, you fader, I know, so your mind's like open. You know, y'all can be yourselves.
Kanye is a big inspiration. Like from the jump, that was always like number one person to look up to, because I'll say this every time. They didn't want Kanye in the industry. They didn't want anything to do with them. Nobody believed in that motherfucker, but he believed in himself, and he got himself to the top. You know.
Yeah.
Yo, did you guys watch his that documentary? Yeah. Dude, I love that because it spoke to me. It spoke to me because like he was upset when he was walking around town. He's like, and nobody knows me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was upset. He's like sitting there just standing there, people walking by him. You guys don't know who I am. It's not like it's an ego thing, you know, but it's like what his mom said. It's like, you're going to stand on the shoulder of a giant, you know, that's what he did, you know? And so, and again, what he said, again, I'm not with it. I don't support that. That's not.
Nah, just the music.
Yeah. Just the music, you know, but how do you guys separate the two, man?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't really care. If I'm being honest, like
that's real.
I just listen to his music. I'm like, wow. Like I listen to slow jams with Jamie Foxx, and I'm like, this is the best produced record I've ever heard. Like this is crazy,
real, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
I don't even think about what he's saying now. I just think about the records he's produced. I'm like, wow.
What do you guys think about all that? You know, it's like people want to just focus on what he said and what other people say.
I don't know. I feel like everybody just wants something to talk about. At the end of the day, everybody wants to have a voice. I feel like it.
And then, I mean, that's their right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to pull this out of you guys because, a younger generation, this generation now, man, you guys are, I would say from mine as a millennial, from what you hear everyone saying, man, it's like this generation's soft or sensitive. I don't think you guys are. I don't think you guys are. Though I think maybe other, generations like you guys your age are. Yeah. What makes you guys different? What makes you guys tick? What makes you guys not like? Because I don't think you guys are. I feel like talking to you guys now, you have your head on pretty straight. You don't seem sensitive. Y'all don't. What separates you guys from that? What do you think? Or like you said, you don't care.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. It might be because, honestly, because we're Mexican. Oh, well, because I'm Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been like, get your money. Like, why are you even tripping about what people are saying? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yo.
It doesn't have to do with you, so you don't get involved. Get your life straight. Nothing else matters,
Yeah, you think that's the problem? Everyone just wants to get in on that. It's like,
that may be the problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just because everything's so public,
Are you guys worried about that with your stuff, with your lyrics, with your guys, what you put out?
No.
Dude, I like your vibe right now, bro. You are chilling.
It's like I don't think we've ever said anything that's been like, that I can't say it again.
Yeah.
Everything I've said, I said when I've said it, I meant it, So it's not like I can't fake something like when we're like, oh, what if it's prohibiting you from this or whatnot? Like, it's gonna come out regardless.
Yeah. Because one thing, again, your vibes, man, again, it just seems like y'all focused. Yeah. Y'all know what you want, you're getting it. I'm gonna be that guy because, again, we've only communicated once in person at Micah's party and here now. We've communicated over social media, so it's like we're pulling a conversation out of thin air.
Yeah.
But me as the older guy, I genuinely want to know your guys' mindset because my audience here is 18-year-old all the way to like 45-year-olds.
Yeah.
So I have a good market from young and old. I have a good reach, and to get your guys' thoughts, that young people that listen, see where your guys' thoughts are at, man. That's really my vibe on pulling things out, man, getting great content from you guys. Because again, people see this. It's easy to see and listen to your music when like that's all they see. But again, my whole thought behind us is telling the story behind the glory.
Yeah.
What makes you tick? What made you get there?
Okay.
Your mindset, your thoughts. Like you said, I'm Mexican, bro. I don't care. I was just taught to make money, get to work and mind your business. And so as young guys, young men, what do you guys feel like you see? The culture against men, toxic masculinity. You guys think about any of that?
I think that's. Okay, you want to go first?
Speak on it.
Okay.
Because I know you guys probably talk about this.
Because look, there's obviously Mexican, so like that's like there you go, the epitome of toxic masculinity.
That pride,
the men work, the women stay, and they come, and you're a man, you don't cry, you don't have feelings, and all that.
Yeah.
So I feel like all that's kind of ridiculous, especially because I have feelings.
You seem like a softie, bro. You seem like you need a good cuddle here and there. No, Mom.
No. Yeah, but I think it's ridiculous, and I think it's ridiculous for people to even like think that of how they're portraying themselves. You just know them right off the bat, like, okay, well, you're less of a man. Well, like, you don't know that. You don't know what he's been through and shit like that, But that's my take,
Yeah. What about you, bro?
About toxic masculinity? I think, let me think about this. I think it's silly. I think it's silly how we raise young men to with walls. You know what I'm saying? But I guess in a way it makes sense, right? Because they are still teaching them, all right, you have to get your shit together. You have to be the guy. And if you're not the guy, you're not nobody.
You mean the top G?
Yeah.
You guys like him?
It's fucking what's his name?
It's hilarious.
It's
like
entertaining.
Like the interactions he has with people is
he says some outlandish stuff.
Sometimes I'm just like, who is this guy? Who even is this guy?
Well, I agree with you, man, because again, I grew up that way. My dad always taught me, man, just get to work. I remember the times where he would like whoop me, bro. He would whoop me, and I deserved it. I was a bad kid.
You'd be like that.
Yeah, and old school, man, but he would tell me don't cry, men don't cry. And it's like, I felt weird. So it's like, cause right now, even now, like I tell him, like I see him, I'm a softie, dude. When I see my dad, little short Oaxacan, I give him a big old hug. I hug him, I pick him up, kiss him on his cheek. I love you, Dad. He's like, ugh. It's like, man, like, let it go, dude.
He's like, thanks.
Yeah, he's like, okay, yeah. Thanks. Yeah,
say it back.
You don't love me. Yeah, say it back. I'm not letting you go, and that's how I am, because I grew up with, because I do believe in the masculinity part of what a man should be. We're very traditional. Wife, stay home mom, kids they're homeschooled. They're fully aware of life and the interactions of the culture and society, man. It's like, but I am traditional, but to that extent, no. She has a voice. This woman telling me off, she knows she can, but she knows her position, and a lot of people don't like that, especially young guys like you, like young guys. I love where your head's at, because sometimes it is toxic, man. It is, but I do feel like sometimes it's necessary. How now? Let me ask you guys this: are you guys in relationships at all?
Yeah.
All right. And so now in your relationship, who wears the pants? Where are you guys with that? Y'all can be like, we're gonna be broken up after this.
Okay. No, I'll go ahead.
You got microphone.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's right there.
It's the pineapple.
It's the pineapple. You're good, bro.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's see.
Y'all scared? Both y'all just like
there's points in time where there's times like I when it comes to anybody else, I'm on my player shit. I'm on my pimping. I don't care nothing about that now. But there's always that one girl for everybody. Everybody has that one person, that they're always just gonna be simping over no matter what the cause is.
Yo.
And there's gonna be times where I put the pants on because it's like, okay, for the most part, it's like, do what you want. I'm letting you take the wheel. I'm cooling. I'm here if it gets rocky, And when it's time to put the pants on, I'll get to business.
That's respect, man. I mean, I'm not gonna hit on that. I mean, you guys are young dudes. Y'all gonna learn. I can't make you guys think like me. You have to experience stuff. I can only, I would say, put out my experience and my opinion and all that, And so, and when it came to our relationship, like the way I grew up, and I want to get deep with y'all, man, because I really want to know where you guys are at with this stuff, because this to me speaks for itself.
Yeah.
We'll make content all day for this. But for young bucks, you guys are probably thinking, what the hell we got into this on this pod?
Nah. I like this. This is getting deep. I like this.
This is a good
Give me
interview.
another one.
You want another happy dad? No, wait. What do you want? What do you want?
I think it's another question.
Oh, you want another question? I was like, you pointed out. Like, we got a few more. We got some whiskey in there, But again, where I feel like, where I had to learn, man, because my dad had multiple. My dad was a womanizer, straight up pimp, And I saw how he was, and it was like he had 5-6 different wives. I think, it's like, and I thought that's how you treat women. That's how you, and my whole life, man, I'm 41. I had 5 girlfriends, serious ones. She was 5, and then we ended up getting married. So I didn't know how to treat her, and so I put my experience on her until I had to learn. We've been married, this May is gonna be 18 years. 18 years of marriage. You guys are far from. Are you guys that serious with your girls right now, or?
Yeah.
Yo, you guys are already locked down. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's safer, man. It's safer to be that. It's good to get married young. And so when we got married, we had our oldest right out the bat, and so how serious are you guys with all that, locking down, getting kids?
Like me personally, my relationship, it's pretty serious, but as far as kids and getting married, we're not in that level yet. Cause we still have both of us individually have a lot of goals we want to reach before we feel comfortable even committing to something like that. You know what I mean? And in my relationship, like my girl, we've been together like 7 years. We've been together 7 years.
Wow.
And she when we got together, I was hella like oblivious of the world. And she really helped me grow and teach me a lot of things about a life on the way. So
I would tell you guys this, in this, because I love what you guys are doing. This, I feel like this will never, obviously, this is your other heartbeat, this is the other side of your heart, and I feel like your life, family, the girl, the wifey, soon to be's are the other half. I would tell you, for being our experience, we're glad that we had our kids young. I'll be real with you. It's tough, but it brings out a different, because you guys are hustling for yourselves right now, and I'm not trying to say go have kids now so you can work harder, but it changes your mind. It changes your whole direction on like, it really matures you, when, I'm not about, look, anybody can get their bag. I'll be real with you guys, man, women, men. But there is a point in life, especially women that don't want to have kids. They want to be the badass lady boss and all that. You hear it all the time. And there are some things with Andrew Tate that I agree with, and as these women get older, they're 30, 35, 40, and they can't have kids because it's like be a 40-year-old, 45-year-old having a kid. It's like that ship sailed. You're a badass, but you left the life of a young age where you could actually manage that and grow into it, and I would encourage you guys to think about stuff like that, because the moment's going to be the moment, but the reality is where you guys choose to grow, man, you guys are going to get older,
right?
Nelk Boys, all these guys that prank, these guys are getting older now. Kyle, I'm a big fan of those young guys. But after a while, you guys start planning for it, and it's like, again, this is your Theo talking to you guys, because legit, and so, as far as your guys' mindset and career, do you foresee yourself like owning your own studio production? Because again, this is the business side of it now. Do you guys want to have like something where people come, you get young bucks like you guys that want to start, you guys producing music for people too?
Yeah, I produce for a lot of people until 9. Like Dotan Rob, God's Work, a whole bunch of little artists, Surgeon, also 100. A lot of people I grew up with during high school that are still really committed like we are. I produce for them a lot. But business wise, we want to have our own studio for sure, to have a place where we can go create right freely whenever we want, however we want, be as loud as we want, have all our instruments that we would ever want in there. But as far as recording people and like me personally being an engineer and stuff like that, I'm not in the headspace for that. I did that for a while in high school, and it's like it was draining for me personally. Like I still want to grow a lot as a person, as an artist, before I commit to a business like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What about you? Where you at with all that, man?
I want to, I want to build this brand with him to the max, what we can do, and diversify it in any way we can,
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time. We want to do podcasts. We want to do shows. We want to do stuff that's like, like I'm sure me and him have both decided that we're not planning to just be rappers,
Yeah, it's deeper than that.
That's what I'm saying. That's dope that you guys are thinking that, because again, podcasts, where podcasts are at right now, man, that's a thing. Everybody and their mom's doing it.
Yeah. But that's why our podcast is not gonna be a regular podcast.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be like a show. Like, we want it to be an experience. You know what I mean?
So you guys, have you thought about names? Have you guys thought about anything yet on the pod?
Yeah, we have it planned out.
Okay, you don't want to say nothing, huh? G14, the one Jack the name.
Nah, the name is pretty. That name is out there already. So
yeah, his name's out there. It's a Slowburn hour.
That's dope. What are you guys gonna be talking about? What's the goal for that? Because I highly encourage you guys to do that.
Yeah.
I really do. We had a guy on, Gemini, a guy from the South Valley, man, Visalia. He's like a Hispanic rap artist, country type guy, man. He does a little mix of both. Long time, man. I love his work. He's a good dude, but he's strong with his was it Taco Tuesday podcast? He'll go to a taco joint, eat some tacos, and he'll bring on local artists. I definitely would hook you guys up with him because he's pretty dope, man. He's popularity in the podcast, especially as a producer, artist, man. That would hella benefit you guys.
We would appreciate that greatly.
He's dominant Hispanic. Like they speak Spanish, right?
Yeah, but he's obviously he does
both.
He does both, but he's a legit dude. I had him. He's like 6'4", big old Mexican.
Yeah.
Hella Paisa. That's kind of like his brand is Hella Paisa. But in saying that, then too, with your guys' music, how do you guys like to put your culture in your music, or is that important to you guys?
Yeah, the like Chicano style side of it, mainly because my cousin who put me on to the G Funk and whatnot. You look at him and be like, man, where you from? That's just the car he drove, the way he dressed, So like, it was a lot of that influence, all that funk, that Zapp and Roger, you know,
Dude, hell yeah, dude.
like disco and all that. There's a lot of shit that I think that's what I think we pull culturally, as well as, you know, speaking Spanish in some of the lyrics as well.
That's what's up, man. You know, I mean, shit. I mean, you guys are killing it right now, man. I mean, I love what you're doing. I love Slowburn Crew. I mean, you guys meeting you at Micah's party, you know, it's like, I think you guys ran up to me. I was like, you guys are, I'm like, dude, to me, I was like, oh shit, that's a first. You know, that's cool.
Yeah, it's because like I seen you and I was like, why does he look so fucking familiar? I looked down at the name tag, it says Jose, still here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you know.
And you guys heard about me through Micah, right?
Yeah.
I think Micah, maybe Rob shared you a
Okay.
couple times and we seen you. Yeah.
We guys, go ahead.
I seen it from when you and Micah did it. When you went on Micah's and you guys were doing like, you know, like on some duel and shit. That's when I seen it.
Like, we all touch tips.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this: being young bucks, I want to hear the feedback. You know, if you guys followed or listened to the pod, like you guys said, you know, what are you guys' thoughts on Still Here podcast, and maybe even get into like maybe a moment in your guys' life, you know, you're still here, because that's really the goal for the pod, is to tell that Still Here story. You know, but for the podcast alone, man, what are you guys' thoughts on? I want to hear from a young group, man. On the real, yeah.
This podcast is pretty sick. I love the high quality production. I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
Everything's amazing.
That's what's up, man.
I like how, I mean, I haven't seen many episodes. We saw one up on here. We were watching the one you're talking about with, what's his name again?
Broski?
No.
Or wait, which
Gemini.
one? Gemini. Okay.
We were watching that one and whatnot. And I love how passionate you really, because like, I feel like you're talking to me. You're not doing it for that. You're talking to me. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. And I feel like I see that when you talk to the other people as well. You know, I'm not seeing you talk to me. I'm watching the conversation between y'all. And I appreciate that about this.
Oh
podcast.
yeah, we were talking about that on the way here. How we don't podcast. Like, I feel like some people, it feels like an interview when that's not the point of a podcast. The point of a podcast is like, we're just chilling.
Yeah.
And you're tuning into us chilling.
And we're so happy to record it with all this other stuff that people don't see, you know. And I appreciate that, man, because again, I'm 41, man. I'm never gonna be in denial of how old I'm getting. You know, I'm fully aware of the culture. I'm fully up with the trends, and it's not like I'm doing that, you know, to stay young, but I'm doing that, man, to bring in my experience, because I was your guys' age at one time. I'll be real. You guys know that. Just I wasn't born, boom, 41.
Yeah.
You know, I have it. You know, it's hard to sometimes talk to students, because I'll be. Back in the day, I used to be a youth pastor, so I knew how to communicate with students. You know, I grew up in the hood. I grew up tough streets. I put myself in stupid situations. You know, I've had crazy situations in my family and, you know, stuff. You know, I'll be real, like my mom trying to kill me and my two sisters. Yeah. You know, real shit. You know, and it's so funny to hear all that now that I'm older. It's like, man, you know, how's that ever going to benefit me and anybody? But now that we're talking about it, you know, to bring on young bucks like you guys, man, and to have to where we can still relate and connect, and me pour out some wisdom towards you guys, man, is my goal. Because at the end of it, man, you know, content's content. Everyone's doing it. Yeah. You know, but like you guys said, that's my intention. Anybody can just start this. Anybody can be an artist. Anybody can put on a show. But when you know how to, you know, go the behind the scenes, the root of it all, it makes what you do here so much better. You know, and from my personal opinion, I believe you guys are on that path. You guys are in that vein of doing that, man. You know, because again, when I'm listening to your music, I hear the passion. I hear the struggle. I hear, hope this works. I hope this is the one. I know this better be. You know, like you said, I thought we were going for real on this. You know, and it's like, and again, you know, that's where I think I've learned, man, you know, is to be consistent, you know. And let me ask you guys this. I mean, it's a dope topic to segue. Is like, how important is to be consistent?
How important is it?
Yeah, how important is it?
It's the most important.
Stupid
Do
important.
you guys feel like you get lackadaisical sometimes? You're like,
Not no more.
Never.
Not no more.
When that change?
When we started having more of a plan.
Yeah, when we sat down and like, okay, what are we doing? What's going on? We're not just releasing songs on SoundCloud no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to figure it out. Once we figure it out, it's deeper than just putting out a song. No one's gonna be scrolling, see like, oh, I got a new song out. No one's gonna leave Instagram, go to Spotify and listen to your song. You know what I'm saying? So that we got to make people fall in love or get to know who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's been the pinnacle of our growth lately, because we've been outside meeting new people, and I think they just like us, and that naturally leads to them liking our art and our music.
Well, I think this is what this pod does, because I know it's probably different for you guys. How often you guys just sit down with the old dude and just talk about stuff like this?
Not like willingly.
Fucking guy. He's I'm only here because we're on the pod, but I didn't know damn we're getting into this, you know?
Hold on, because we're young, right? Like young compared to everybody else that we're working with. So a lot of times, you know, they might try to give us some game, but like, and even whether they have a place in this industry or they don't, you know, just older people just trying to give advice in general. And like, it's maybe like you said, it's a young buck in me, but like, I don't want to hear that, bro.
Mm-hmm. Is that
Let
how
me
you
figure
are
it
right
out
now?
for myself. I'll figure it out, you know?
Is that how you are right now with me?
No. It's different right now because, you know, I was already ready to be open to this conversation.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's what I meant by when I said willingly, you know? Like willingly ready to hear what you had to say rather than being like, I don't hear this shit.
Because again, I was like that. Again, I was 21, man. People try to tell me, man, don't tell me. You telling me I can't? Watch me now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to do this, but I'm doing it because, you know.
Yeah. You know, again, that comes with maturity. And I'll be 100 with you guys, man. I'm 41. I didn't mature mentally and emotionally until I was like 35, 36 years old. I'll be real with you, man. Whether, you know, people's like, dude, that was tough, you know, but you guys will have a hard time growing up.
Yeah.
Up until that time, you know. So when you think you're 25, 26, 28, you guys still don't know shit. You know, that's the problem with this generation. It's like they think they know and they don't, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's okay. Because again, I come from that. I was just like that. So I'll be real with y'all, you know. So again, take everything with a grain of salt, man. And it's not like I'm telling you guys what to do, but I want to say be aware of where you guys are at. I love that you're living in the moment. I love that you guys are now planning out. Because when you get young dudes like you planning out, man, that gives me hope. It's like this generation is not like everyone else saying they are weak, soft. You know, I'm entitled. You know, no, you guys are busting your ass. You know, that's what I get. You know, and that's the vibe. I like this all the more. Again, the whole point of the pod is to tell this story. Because again, like I said, the front face of it all, the music, you know, the blunts, you know, the bad bitches, all that, whatever. It's at face value, man. But when they actually see, it's like, no, these young cats are legit. You know, that's y'all's story. You know, I would encourage you guys to dive into that more. You know, really dive into that more, man, because that'll change your flow.
So remember when I told you it's deeper than just slow burn?
Yeah, talk about that.
There's a like me and him have been, you know, as a name, but as we grow, you know, it's like we're raising something, and it's giving us more meaning to us as we go, as we get more deep into it. It's more valuable to us, you know.
That's what's up, man.
And the more valuable it got, we was like, you know, like we got to stand for something, and majority is like it's love, peace, harmony. You know, might be a cliche, but it's really what it is. If you think yin and yang, that's what Slowburn is. Because it's always a balance. You know, get a balance. Like, yeah, there's bitches and there's bottles and drinking and fast cars and fast life and all that. There's all that, but you can't let that take you away from the times where, you know, you're not feeling so great. You know, you're like, fuck, man, I don't even have enough for a blunt type days, you know? And as well as just being motivated to hustle and whatnot, like, don't let all this fast life stuff distract you from what you're actually doing, you know? It's balance and whatnot. And
I like
so
that.
That's why I say yin and yang when it comes to slow burn.
Yo, that's dope. I mean, that brings more. I think that brings more attention to you guys on your and what you guys are doing. You know, I love how you say that, man. Because again, it's intentional now. You're being very intentional with your life. How do you guys avoid the typical path of an artist or these guys? You know, all that. How do you guys?
I think truthfully is I indulge when it happens. Like if it's like, oh, it's the weekend, you know.
You go in.
When you go in, but I know I go back the next day or the next, like 2 days later, like, okay, we're back to the grind. You know what I'm saying? I've grown to. I've seen friends who overdid it already too early. I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
that was fast, and I don't want to do that.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's dope. You guys are learning off that. You know, again, man, I have 3 teenagers. They're different. They're homeschooled, but I mean, look, she in here, you know, secondhand smoking with y'all. I ain't tripping.
Who is?
Yeah, I ain't tripping. But again, why hide? Why keep that from her? Because again, is she going to be shocked in life? Like,
what is this?
Whoa! What's happening,
Dad? They're smoking weed. Pick me up.
You know, I'm not that guy, man. I'm not that. Because again, when life hit me, bro, it hit. I was surprised on all. You're like, oh, dick, oh, boner. What do I do with it? You know, it's like, oh, you know, beat the meat. It's like it's real. Because again, she's here, and it's like, but again, no one talks about this stuff. You know, so me as a father now in today's culture, I'm very aware. These guys are very aware. My kids, 3 teenagers, got phones 2 months ago. Cell phones, first time ever. They didn't want them. They didn't care. You know, you name a teenager now or a kid, 8, 9 years old that have them. You know,
got infants with iPads.
Yeah, different. You know, again, we're teaching awareness. We're teaching, you know, being self-aware, not be surprised what life throws at them. You know, and I don't see, my parents didn't teach me. Her parents didn't teach her to be aware. It's like, oh, you don't cuss. You know, it's like, you know, everyone, like you asked, you know, can we smoke? Can we do this? Go ahead. You know, I don't care. Why? Because again, if you weren't doing that, you'd probably be kind of like, I need to chill. You know, you're thinking about that. This convo won't flow. Yeah. I want you guys to be comfortable to tell your story. I want them to know that we accept people for who they are. Do we agree with it or not? Maybe not. But again, that's what makes us dope, you know, human, you know, and that's where my mind is, especially with this show, you know, because your guys' vibe, you guys are chill dudes. I can tell you're a serious guy. You love what you do. I can tell your vibe, man, you're chill. You like, you know, I'm here now. You know, I'm here now.
What does that mean?
But like you're intentional. Oh, yeah, like willingly, I don't, but willing, you know, again, it's real, you know, it's real talk, you know, and I love the fact that you guys are like that, you know, and so, yeah, go ahead. Tom Brady, boy, who do you guys think? You guys, who's your favorite football team? Do you guys have a football team?
No, I don't watch sports.
No, you too?
They just lost, but Miami.
Miami? Oh, I hate Miami, though.
Why?
I'm a Pats fan, bro.
Oh, I see why.
Yeah, I see why.
You know, I really have faith this year, but to be honest, I don't watch the games because I was religiously watching the games, and one time I seen them get wiped away by the Ravens, wiped away, like disgustingly scraped by the Ravens. And I was like, wow. It's like seeing your kid get knocked out. You know? And it's like, damn.
That's so funny. I used to get like that, man. I used to get real angry. I used to throw, break. You know, I was younger. I was stupid, man.
Yeah.
You know, but let me ask you about smoking weed, man. Okay. Why do you do that on the real? How long did you start? You're like 2?
I think because it makes me look cool sometimes.
Nah. You're already cool, bro. You already have cool vibes, bro.
Nah, addiction probably.
Well, it's not bad, is it?
It's a habit for sure, but
well, it's not like it's bad for you.
Nah, moderate. Like there's people who have their own relationships with it. My relationship with it, I use it frequently. Mm-hmm. I use it before I go into my shift. I use it on my break, on my lunch, my second break, after work, before I come in here.
Yeah, and right now
after here.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on people saying it's a drug, it should be banned, now it's illegal, and it's legal now?
I get offended sometimes because I'm like, because that just means that they think that I'm not even something useful to society, you know? And like that. But in all honesty, I feel like that's what makes me want to smoke. Like, motherfucker, I'm gonna get higher, and I'm gonna still go where I'm gonna go, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that? You know, it's like, damn, like, what about those people that are like in prison still for selling marijuana and what's her name got released for smoking weed? You know, it's like Brittany Griner, or you know, it's like, but yeah,
she's out. She's
been
out of Russia.
Out. Yeah, she's been out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you guys are not connected at all. No. You know, but what are you guys' thoughts on that? People are locked up for something that's legal now.
I feel like definitely I'm pretty sure they feel cheated and whatnot because, you know, because sometimes there's just not enough space in prisons and whatnot, and they let people with more serious offenses go. And you know, this guy's still in here for a gram of weed that he had hella long ago.
82.
Yeah, and like And like, motherfucker got free, but he, he's a lethal assaulter. He beat someone and sent him to the hospital.
Well, here in Fresno, they did like this bust for like, they busted like, how many, Lord? 12, 15?
Yeah.
Pedos, man. These guys were DMing girls, but obviously cops and all that were setting them up. Minors. And they caught them, dude. And they made a huge bust, put them face on social media. But the next day or so, or a few days or so after, they bailed out.
What?
Yeah. And these guys were intentionally setting up, they're DMing and trying to do, I mean, shit like that. And then for people doing this now, it's like, I mean, that's stupid. One thing I'm a big fan of, like Joe Rogan. You guys listen to Joe Rogan a lot?
Yeah, I listen to Joe Rogan.
Bro, he's he's all about that, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what are the good things about that? What do you feel like you both you guys, because you haven't smoked one yet,
No, I haven't smoked. It's like, because I just started smoking like 7 months ago.
Okay.
So it's like a new relationship with me, how you describing. So I'm trying to figure out, all right, how do I use this to benefit me and not overuse it? I'm pretty sure like everything, you can abuse something, So right now it's a lot of trial and error for me. Right now I'm trying like one a day. Before bed, or like if we go to the studio, I'll do it.
What's the benefits you guys feel you get from it then?
Benefits? I get more confident, like in my art when I'm creating, But even then, that became a hurdle, because when I started smoking, I would get paranoid and I'd start like crazy thinking inside myself, and I was like, okay. And then when I got sober, I was like, okay, I got to work on some stuff on me before I keep smoking, because every time I kept smoking, I started like existential crisis mode, and I was like, fuck, like I'm not alive and shit like that,
Damn.
So I had to like get more confidence in myself, and I've got to that point now. So now I'm trying to figure out, all right, what. So
you're not dependent on it to be confident.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, my brother, man, he just smoked. I remember this one time I stopped smoking weed. I was 19. I almost died. Somebody I know, it's funny because somebody laced it with like chronic. I didn't even know it. Yeah. And it's like about 15, 20 of us did school, and we went behind this abandoned house, started smoking weed, man. And we're all in a big old circle, lipping off each other, just passing it, man. And dude, I took a big hit, dude. It just closed up my throat. That was the last time I smoked weed. Again, it was like, I was doing a lot before it, but after I was 19 years old, man, then I would say maybe about 3-4 years ago, I took like my first hit and I felt fine. It just it hits me different. It doesn't give me the feeling like that. It just actually kind of gives me a headache, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It gives me a headache, man. Maybe I'm not taking stronger stuff. I don't know. But what about you, man? You seem like you're working, What's your process?
This guy's a scientist.
Yeah. What's your process in all this? What does it do for you? What got you into all this, man? On the real.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, bro. Not gonna lie, yeah.
Higher, babe. I was like, wow, what is that? I need to try that.
Yeah. How old are you when you heard them?
I was 12 when I heard them.
And you started smoking weed at 12?
No.
Oh.
I tried at 12.
Yeah.
But just didn't. I know how to do it. So
you're
off. I was like, what's going on here? I was like, it's like, I don't know if I feel funny or if I'm just thinking it,
Yeah.
Freshman year.
Okay.
My homie's like, we walked to school. My homie's like, hey, I'm gonna bring weed tomorrow because I'm gonna smoke. And I was like, okay. And I was like, hey, let me try it.
So since then?
No, I had a like on and off relationship with it, but that was so freshman year smoked, and I was like smoking for like a couple weeks, and I was like, okay, yeah, and I stopped, and I was like, nah, I'm done. It's immature.
Yeah. I'm saved.
Exactly.
I gave my life to Jesus.
And I was like, I went back to it maybe at 16. And then like I wasn't so heavy into it, but I started getting heavy into it like 17.
Okay.
17, I was smoking all the time. What I could get my hands on. Not like a fucking fiend or something like that.
Or
like
oregano.
Like my homies were smoking and they're like, you want to hit this? Like, yes, I want to hit this, bro. That's why I came over.
Yeah. For no other reason.
And then I stopped. But then I went back to it and like, cause there's like a lot of like crying and shit within the families. Cause like they're like, he's doing weed, he's doing drugs.
Oh, okay. I see.
They found out, my family found out. And that's when it was kind of like, was like really like, you know, I didn't know what this was. But at this very moment that I'm at right now, I mean, I get by like I'm always in a positive mood. I'm not saying this because of the weed, but I don't ever see myself like hella angry like that. I mean, I get angry, but I forget about it in fucking 10 minutes, you know? And then at work, I'm just chilling. Like, I know motherfuckers at my job who are like, fucking hate this job, bro. This job sucks. Complaining about everything. And I'm like, okay, well, once the weed hits, like, the weed hits right before, and you're just working. You don't even think about it. I'm just like, I'm not even there right now. I'm in here, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about what I can do towards us. You know, I'm thinking plans and shit.
Yeah, it's on temporary.
Yeah, it's like.
What do you do again? What is your job? What do you do again? What'd you say?
I work. I package agriculture stuff. Like,
okay, that's right. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like I love how you guys are at where you're at. You know, honestly, I feel like your job right now, you have your job. You know, you're a producer. You know, don't let no one tell you. Because when I started my business, my production, they're like, that's not a real job. And I heard that same old thing, man. It's not a real job. You know, so where you're at right now is your job. When you establish because you guys can still have your Slowburn crew business, but you could have your own whatever music production LLC. Same thing, man. I encourage you to get privy to that. I encourage you to look into that. Because right now you can jump on the IRS, start your own EIN and type in the name and it'll print it out right there. Then you go to a bank, make it an LLC, and you got yourself your music business. And whatever you sell in beats, they pay it towards that. And again, you keep $5,000 in the bank for a month, bro. A couple of months, man, you can pull out $100,000 loan for the business. You know, and then you won't have to worry about it. Again, you take 20, 30 grand, put it in a Roth account, let that build. You know, you got money that's free building for you. Right. You know, I encourage that. That's what my buddy G-Hop, y'all need to watch that when it premieres. I'm serious. Y'all need to watch that. That dude, he's a smart cat. Young guy. This guy went viral all in Japan, Russia. Like I think on SoundCloud, he had like over how many downloads? 300,000 plus downloads or something like that. He hit big. But it was all in Japan. So he's done collabs with a lot of people over on.
Nice.
Yeah, huge collabs. You know, so now I feel like you guys are on that path, man. I feel like you guys are like I said, you're on that vein on blowing up, man. But again, the way you guys are building a foundation first.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
real talk. Like a foundation, man. Just dump it. They're good, dude. But yeah, man, I mean, shit. I mean, while you roll that, I mean, you guys good? What do you guys want to talk about? I mean, how can people find you? You know, what you got this coming? Let's promote this more. Where can people find your music? And
I mean, everything is Slowburn Crew. Simplified, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Slowburn Crew, Spotify, Apple Music, anything. Slowburn Crew, easy. SLOW.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description.
Slowburn Crew everywhere.
This boy want to light that up.
Anybody got a lighter?
Anybody got a lighter?
Not just for this blunt, but anybody.
Yeah,
got a lighter?
I genuinely thought I was like, Kehlani, go get a lighter. You know, it's like I'm that old guy. You know.
Anybody got a lighter? February 25th, Turlock, California. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a memory to see.
Yeah, well then what inspired you guys to name it that, Brandon? Anybody got a lighter?
We're just
obviously because of
weed,
but.
I mean, like, you know, when we smoke together a lot, we're just kind of stupid the whole time, you know, like we're just fucking around, like saying the stupidest shit ever, you know. Yeah. And then like we come up with like the stupidest shit to promote, and like, but you know, we do it and it works.
People like it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, you know, I like it when we do it. We're like, yeah,
like this is crazy.
Well, let me ask you this then, because you guys come up, you smoke weed, you talk about some funny stuff, some crazy stuff. I saw this one chick talk about she can, you know, with the whole universe energy, she can form a force field around here and not get hit. Are you guys that extreme?
Not get hit by what?
Like this
Isn't
dude,
that the video where the guy just knocked her out?
Yeah, it's like, are you guys that deep into that universe and energies? And
I'm not personally.
I'm asking, only asking because I really want to know where you guys are at with that.
Not like that, but I do believe that, you know, you put good into the universe, good is going to come out. Like karma. If you keep, you know, bad mouthing some certain type of person, if you keep putting negativity out in this world, what goes around comes back around, you know?
That's real.
And I mean, that's just my personal experience with life. I feel like how it is. So every time I put out positivity, and nothing but like, even when other people are giving me negative energy, I give them positivity right back. You know, like, damn, bro, if hating on me today made your day better, I'm glad I was able to do that. You know?
Yeah, that's real. I mean,
That's
where
a
do you?
bar.
Well, see, then where you guys at with all that? How do you guys? Is there like any beefs with other crews? You guys don't try to do that.
No,
No,
no.
Hell no. And if there is beef, it's one-sided. Sorry.
not your side, huh?
Yeah.
I like that. I like how you looked right in that camera and was like,
I had to
"It's
let
one
him know.
side." Yeah. Did we get that shot? Did you miss that, Lori? Get you off.
With him?
Do it again.
Yeah.
One-sided.
One sided. Get on that right there. One
I
side.
got it.
Whose fault is it?
One-sided.
6.
Oh, what? It's one-sided. We don't beef with nobody. We just love peace and harmony.
Ooh, let's go. I like that, man. Hell yeah. So again, man, I appreciate you guys' time, man. I mean, we can go on about life and Andrew Tate, Sneeko. You look like a Sneeko. You remind me of a
That's
Sneeko
crazy.
a little. A little.
That's crazy.
Sneeko vibes. But I'm not
No,
saying that
I
you
get
like
it.
him, but you just kind of, you guys might be cousins or something.
I don't even know what to say.
Do you guys like Sneeko at all or what?
I don't even know. I don't really know who that is.
You know,
he's like a baby Tate.
baby
okay.
Tate.
He's that one fool with the fade.
Yeah.
He's always talks about him.
Yeah, dude, he's swinging. I think he tried too hard, man. Like legit tried too hard, man. So
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. But you're not like that, bro.
Nah. I'm very peaceful, love everybody.
I like that.
I always give everybody a chance until they show me that I'm like, wow, I gave you a chance.
Yeah. Well, then let's send out this because in the pod I do this last word, last thoughts. Anybody listening, watching, what's your message to them? You know, what do you want them to know? If there's like in a spot, young guys like you trying to get in the industry, trying to start something. What's your message to them?
I got this. My message is stay true to you. I mean, nothing really matters. Like the people hating wise, all that shit, it doesn't matter. Just create what you want to create and make it the best as you can make it. And make sure to put it out. Don't overthink that shit. Put it out, and I promise you people will love it.
So that's what's up. What about you, man?
Man, don't give a fuck what nobody says. Anybody, your mama, your granddaddy, anybody, what anybody's gonna say, out the other window. If it's what you want to do, just do it. Do it to the fullest, though.
That's what's up. What about you, wifey? I know white girl over there. She be knowing too, man. Wifey know. What you think, Laura? What you think about the pod? Kehlani's over there like, what the hell?
No, it's a good pod. And I just wanted maybe just change it up. What's something that you would like the audience to know? Like maybe something funny about you or just something they can kind of relate. Like, oh, yeah, I did that before or, oh, I experienced that. Or just so they get to know you a bit more.
You go first?
You go first. Try to tell them about the
Do it. Yeah, you had to.
Oh, the one time. Who's the dominant spoon then? No.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
What is going on?
It changes. We have a schedule for it.
You know, we're very inclusive. Rotation.
I'll tell you about the first time I did Drogas.
Oh, God. Okay.
Drugs,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the sophomore year? Freshman year?
Sophomore, for sure.
Early high school. No drugs, right? I was like, I ain't doing shit. I'm focused. I'm going to get this school done. I don't know what I'm going to do after, but I'm going to just figure it out.
I'm about that Jesus game right
Exactly.
now. Huh?
Yeah, I was pure. I was
I
a
was
pure,
pure.
I was a pure boy.
I was holy.
And then me and my lady were chilling, and then she's like, you want to do edibles? And I was like, that's a big thing to say. And I thought about it, and then I contacted my good friend here, Itzchuta, and I was like, what you know about some edibles?
I've been expecting you.
So maybe a week passes by. We all meet at the mall, at the Merced Mall, in the parking lot in his car. He's like, here you go. It was a THC pill.
Dude.
It was a THC pill, and dumb children. I'm like, all right. I took it. I took it.
Oh, bro.
I'm like, all right.
Look. This little look. I was like, just so you know, it's gonna put you on your ass. And then he's like, I was like,
he's like, I'm young.
I was like, that's gangster. I fucks with you.
I remember taking it, and then my girl was holding it, and she looked at me, and then she saw me take it, and she's like, I guess we're doing this. And then she took it.
Ride or die, boy.
It was like first time doing edibles, right? You know how the cliche shit like, these edibles ain't shit.
Yeah.
So it was like 3 hours passed by. We're just wandering the mall. We're like, damn, I'm just gonna go home.
It hit.
We're chilling. I get up and I was like, hey, before we leave, let's go to Tilly's. as soon as I walk into Tilly's, like a flashbang hit me. Everything went. I couldn't see shit.
No way.
I was bumping into racks, like knocking over signs and shit. And it didn't hit my girl yet. She's like, "Oh, what the fuck? What is wrong?" She thought I was playing. She thought I was messing around. And I was like, "I can't see. I can't see."
Oh my god.
So she took me out of the mall. We got to her car, and then she started driving. Like,
Oh damn.
she started driving. She's like, "All right, we'll go somewhere safe." She started driving, and then next thing I know, she's like, "Look, I'm driving without looking at the road." And I'm like, "What do you mean? Look at the road."
No hands.
I was like, "What is going on?" And I was like, "Park the car right now." So we park in front of the theater, and I'm like, it was maybe 3:00 for 6 hours where
Oh my god.
people would pull up next to us. I just start just yelling at them like I'm a zombie or something.
Oh my god.
And then we'd just be hella laughing. And then it was like 9:00, and I was like, "This isn't stopping for a while." So I called my parents and shit.
Yeah, how long did it last though when you were
2 days?
Jeez.
It wasn't. It definitely was not as advertised. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But it was that day. I remember getting picked up. I remember getting to my house, and then for 2 days I don't remember what the fuck.
Damn.
But my brother was telling me I was like tweaking out on the stairs and shit, like making
on the Debo's birdcage.
Yeah, exactly like that. And I was like, damn.
Got me out there sweating like a slave.
And I was like, damn. And then that was like a big ass gap after that. I didn't do nothing until recently.
This dude corrupted you.
It's all right.
No, yeah, just kidding.
No, yeah, it's okay. I'll take the blame.
Nah,
Take the blame. We with it.
No, it was solely me. I was like, you know what? I for the first time doing anything, I took a big leap.
Yeah, that's real,
Edible,
dude.
and I don't know what the fuck is in that pill. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. He got me treated from a dispensary, and I was like, all right, let's do it for real.
Damn, you went in, boy. What about you, man? What's something that you want everyone to know about you? Anything?
Let's do. Okay, I'll talk about my last shroom trip.
Ooh.
Well,
Yo,
my first and only. You know.
Okay.
I'll probably do it again, but not now. I did it. I was living in Turlock, so I had a little studio apartment. I had some shrooms that my coworker gave me for free. She's like, "Here." I took a little bit and I tripped balls, and that's just scary. I don't want it no more. You know. I was like, okay. I had already done acid like 7 times prior, microdosed it a handful of times. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready for shrooms. I feel like I could guide myself through it. You know, it's different, hella different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like acid was like, for me at least. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me it was like acid was like it's like a spaceship ride. You know, and I'm just like coasting. You know, like, oh shit, some scary shit. You know. Let's just steer this way. You know, let's just coast. You know, like let's look at the whoa. You know,
Yeah.
And like the shrooms was more like a journey. Like I was walking behind Gandalf, and he was about to tell me some shit that I didn't want to hear. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not willing right now.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like he's like, you know,
shall not
but
pass.
regardless, I was gonna go through that. So, like. I was like, I ate them. I put them in my quesadilla because, you know, I was like, I'm not going to eat shrooms by themselves. So, you know, I ate them. And then I'm just waiting for it to hit. I'm waiting. You know, I start feeling the funny feeling in my stomach. I'm just like, and you start like really smiling. I was like, oh man, it's kicking in, you know? Like, you start feeling all good. Like we had music playing. So it's like, it's getting the vibe going. You know, I start looking outside, I start seeing the trees outside, and they start morphing and turn into caterpillars and whatnot. And sooner or later, I see Disneyland, but like, it's just made of trees. I was like, wow, Disneyland's right there. You know? And then we went outside, and I started looking at the sky. You know, at this point, it's already peaking, like it's already getting very, very strong, you know? And I'm like, fuck, you know, I'm looking at the sky, and I was like, I seen it glitch a little bit, and I was like, we really are in a simulation right now. And these drugs are the cheat codes. I found the cheat codes. The developers are gonna know I found the cheat codes. Now they're gonna come for me.
And they're gonna delete you.
They're gonna fucking come for me right now. And I was just like freaking out. And I was like, I want to go inside. You know, like we went inside, and I was like, fucking freaking out. You know,
Damn.
hella freaking out. And then after I calmed down, you know, I was like, okay, you know, it's cooling. And it made me, because I did it with my lady, and I feel like it made me and her connected. Like,
well, y'all was collapsing for like 2 hours.
Nah, not even on no sex
crazy.
shit. Like,
Okay.
like we like I feel like we were like this, but after our trip, you know, it was like we were like that, you know, like.
But we that boy sensitive, man.
One-
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
One, like, you know, we really dove into each other and whatnot, and I was also like, I started getting really sad at the end of it, and I was like, fuck, you know, so what am I doing?
I mean, contemplate your life, everything, huh?
Existential crisis type shit. I was like, fuck, I really gotta get my shit together. I really gotta hit this music shit hard. I really gotta be about this hustle and really get this shit going.
That's dope.
Like, there's nothing else I can see myself doing at this very moment. Like, I want to branch off more, but that's what I wanted. That's what, in that moment, I was like, I'll stop fucking around because I'm sad right now. I'm fucking depressed. Like, I feel I'm in a spot where I can't get out. But I'm only here because I put myself here, you know? And like, for me to take that trip, and like, it felt like it was a roller coaster journey. But after it, I also broke through myself. I felt more confident in my skin than ever. And it was a very turning point in my life to where I wouldn't be this person I am right now with that adventure.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Yo, because I've never done shrooms, man, but I've done acid, you know, but it didn't do nothing for me. I don't know if it was like a faulty one, but it didn't do nothing for me, man. You know, but again, I was a guy that I knew, because I grew up with my family, they were hella addicts, and I never wanted to be like that.
Okay.
I just started drinking beer or anything until I was like, when?
36?
30, 35, 36.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Just
No, I feel
never,
it.
just because I saw the effects of it, what it did to my uncles,
Right.
and what they did to others, you know, my family. It's like, I never want to be like that. And then this is where the maturity happened. I came home. I was working for a brewery here, you know, in the Central Valley, promoting their content. And I went in, and that was the last time I drank like that, because the person I didn't want to be, I end up being, and I end up drinking from like 9 a.m. all the way to like 10 p.m. at night when I was finally done shooting. Drove home from Sanger here to Clovis. Drove, wasted. I drank 3-4 kegs at least by myself. Came home very belligerent, told my son off, got real verbal abuse against him. He's 10 years old, but little man still kept it strong, held it down. You know, see, that's faults as a father. The thing I wanted to not be, I end up being. So I control, because I still drink, but I don't, not like that no more, because I knew it messed me up.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the growth I feel like I've had, you know, because I've never done, I want to get into microdosing with shrooms.
You should.
You know, because you guys probably know my story if you guys ever check out my pod, but I got COVID, I died, my lungs are still messed up now, all that. But I heard like microdosing will help out, you know, my body, you know, and I definitely want to get into microdosing, man. So, but yo, man, I love you guys, man. Y'all some dope ones, man. Seriously. Y'all
Thank
like
you,
the
bro.
funnest, chillest ones. Because I guess what I really wanted to pull out of you guys is this, just the convo, you know, because anybody can talk about the hype.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you guys are about the hype, man. I think you guys are real, you know,
Thank you.
because again, this will promote itself. Your music will promote itself. I think where you guys are foundationally is on the right path, and I'll keep saying that. And I 100%, dude, I'm glad that you guys jumped on the pod. I'm glad we connected. You know, if y'all see me as the Theo, dude, I'm good with it, bro, because, you know, I genuinely believe y'all going to kill it. Because, again, I'm vibing with your music now. You know, what you guys going to keep putting out, man, you know, I'm looking forward. I'm glad I had you guys on the pod.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, man, let me ask you guys this. Central Valley podcast or Still Here podcast? No, I'm just
I don't know. We'll give a valid answer when Micah gives us our podcast episode first.
Yeah.
Wait, he hasn't had you on the pod yet?
No.
No, he hasn't.
I was looking for it because I know you guys were on there performing.
Nah, he just had
Yeah,
us
he just
perform.
had us.
Even that though, it was like
was
much
great.
appreciated. That shit was so
No,
fun.
Micah's dope, man.
Yeah, he's
I
dope
love
at-
that. I'm just
he's-
messing around because we have this thing where because we had this thing because I started saying I was the number one podcast in the Central Valley, and he started saying they're the number one.
That's what we were
Yeah,
talking
we were
about
talking on
in
the
the
way, I'm
beginning.
like-
I was like looking, I was like, number one Central Valley, and I was like, And I was like, somebody else said that before.
Micah, but now, and he's probably not going to see this, but because I think he's the next episode. We're ending season 3 with him.
Yeah,
okay.
You know, because I know they just ended their seasons. They're going into new seasons because I want to get Duffy on, get Micah's wife on, maybe Duffy's wife, make it a big old couples thing, man. But he has his thing now, the podcast of the Central Valley. So me, I'm gonna put
maneuvered.
But now I'm almost like the only podcast. You know what?
That's crucial.
We're just gonna keep we're gonna keep. Well, one thing I love about because I love his style of podcasting. That's Micah's. I don't want to bite it.
Yeah.
Don't want to. That's him, man. It'll be obvious. So I think what I love about me and him is that we're constantly challenging each other without, getting competitive, because it's like I love what he's doing, so it makes me step on my game. Yeah. So one thing about him, I love his creativity. Duffy, the team they have there, man, is dope.
For sure.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
And when you guys do jump on this pod, refer to this one and let them know, we're the only podcast now in the Central Valley.
That's hilarious.
But I want to say thank you guys for your time. I know you guys got a mission to drive. That's about an hour and a half, huh? Almost 2 hour drive.
Yeah, about that much.
Damn, bro. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys' time.
Appreciate you.
If you guys have any other event, or if you guys are something local, have you guys ever thought about breaking into Fresno Clovis? Have you done that yet?
we have. This is our plan our plan this year. One of our goals, we want to do more shit out here. That's why we're hoping to ask you too. Whenever this is over, about people around here, who really making a movement out here.
Yeah, I got you. I know a few guys. I know people like at Full Circle Brewing. They have a lot of performers there. I know. I know a few people that will definitely utilize you, man. Definitely, man. So I'm gonna share this on mine. I just share this on your guys's. There's a guy that I had a podcast on. If you guys go check out with Ayo Monty, hip hop artist or producer, really too, and over in Jersey, East Coast, and he hosts these battles online too. If you guys can sign up for that,
like rap battles.
Yeah. Or battles are just kind of like your best song.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's freestyle, not like that, man. But it's like
we're gonna have to dismantle some fools.
Damn. Well, what's your freestyle like?
No, I'm just playing.
Okay.
Yes. One chain. What? Let him hear it.
He's like, I got nothing. But I'm serious. But he hosts these, and they do a lot of these online too. Because I know he's trying to break into the West Coast.
Okay.
With this stuff, and I know I told man whatever they need, because I think I'm gonna jump on his pod soon. We're trying to work out details, but dude, I told him there's a bunch of guys like you out here that'll definitely bring in that West Coast vibe, because he lets them bring their best song, critique, and you guys make money off it, man. So there's it's like a boxing match, It's like you get 20 dudes battle each other. He won. Then it's just,
I'm just playing.
Yeah, well, you fight too? No.
Nah.
Oh. But no, it's like dope because he does that stuff, man. So I'm like, I definitely want to help him promote it out over here, man. That'd be dope. I'll get you guys in, man. I know a few people, man. So you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. It's our first time talking to the cameras all night, man. So I love you guys. Go check out season 3, the rest of these episodes. Check out season 2. What's up? Oh, no. I was like, boys, they want to go. Go check out other seasons, man. I love this podcast in particular, man, because you guys, your vibes are chill. We're definitely reaching to still a younger audience, man. And so Still Here Podcast is about that. Go follow these guys. Go support them. Show them the love, man. These guys are putting out the work. These guys are definitely putting out the real work. Something that you don't hear all the time, man, especially it's local in the Central Valley. That's my heart. That's my goal. That's my passion, is to support that. So I love you guys, man. Stay tuned for next week's pod, man. It's going to be dope. I love you guys. You have a great weekend.